This is the Disrespectful Lady. I'm your host, Dr. J. Why go on? 2016 Olympics. This is the Disrespectful Lady, and I'm your host, Dr. J. Why go on? Welcome to another week of the Disrespectful Lady Show. I am so happy to have you guys here today with me. I thank you for coming back and joining us again. Hopefully, we'll be doing this every week until we're on syndicated national show. But for now, I am so thankful and I am so grateful that you guys are joining us again for another week of the Disrespectful Lady Show. So, what are we doing this week? This week, I want to talk about the Olympics because the Olympics are on, and I think that it's important for me to give you guys my highlights of the Olympics and what I found to be interesting and the best parts of the Olympics for me. For all of those that are new to the Disrespectful Lady Show, we just started our show last week. That was our first show. This is our second show, and I'm your host, Dr. J, and I'm just so excited to be doing this. And so let's start. So the first situation that occurred at the Olympics was kind of serious. It was Ryan Locke and his swimmer buddies. They went out to a party and supposedly got robbed at gunpoint by a couple of bandits that were posing as police officers. Their taxi got pulled over and they got robbed. He basically had a gun pulled to his head, and because of that, everyone went into an uproar. The situation was really alarming. They were calling Brazil unsafe, and they took this situation to be very serious. And it really is, because we have all our international Olympians there competing, and for them to be robbed at gunpoint and in any shady manner was really disgusting and terrible. So Brazil went to war because they're trying to find out what happened. This is not our country. Our country is safe. So in the midst of their investigation yesterday, it turns out that Ryan Locke's story has a couple holes in it. It looks as though his story is not 100%. So in the paper, we have that we're not sure if his story is true, but the Brazilian government held back a couple of his teammates. They held them at the airport. They wanted to make sure and get more information on the story and what really went on when they claimed that they got robbed. What it seems to me is he was drunk. They were all drunk. They just came from a party, and they probably don't remember what happened, because they actually have footage of Ryan and coming back into the where they stay as Olympians, and he had his wallet. And one of his claims was that he didn't have his wallet, but the video footage clearly shows him taking his wallet out of his pocket, getting scanned. So the Brazilian government and the judge is ordering them to stay to find out what's happening. And I hope they really do come to the bottom of this. I will be following up, and I will be keeping you posted, because no country wants to be put in this type of position, especially when they're hosting the Olympic. It is a really huge, monumental moment, and they don't want their country to be tarnished with a situation, anything negative. And getting robbed, and especially an Olympian getting robbed during an Olympic, is not a good situation for Brazil. So I hope that they do resolve the situation. Ryan, I hope you were just drunk and nothing did happen. And if it didn't, apologize, own it, and move on. That leads me to say this: when we make mistakes in life, and or when we do something to someone that we feel bad about, there's nothing wrong with just saying I'm sorry and moving on. I'm teaching my children this because I think it is a very fundamental lesson that we forego. We need to own it. If you make a mistake, if you do something wrong, apologize and move on. No one's going to do anything to you. The world will move on. But a simple apology and moving on does a lot, and it makes a world of difference. Sometimes that's all people want, is just an apology. So Ryan, if you were drunk and you didn't really remember, or you guys thought it was a funny thing to do for press, own it. Apologize and move on. We will forget about it. We will forgive you, especially when you own it. So, I don't know if you guys know anything about the long jump. Again, I'm only updating you on this is my recap of the Olympics. Henderson, he does the long jump, and he won gold. It was a beautiful sight to see, yet another black man succeeding. He represents America, and he became, the first one to take the spot since 2004. There was another situation that was kind of interesting that I liked, was this young lady named Muhammad from New Jersey. Wants to show that Muslim American women can excel in any sport. She's actually the first one to perform with the hijab on her head, and she wore a hijab on her head during her competition, and that was what was really exciting about her, because she was different, she stood out, and she still took home bronze, and it was a beautiful thing. And Muhammad, congratulations again for your success. That was beautiful. You did not allow anyone to shape who you are. You are who you are. You want to wear a hijab on your head, you can feel free to do so, and it just allows us all to know that we can all do and excel in anything we want to do, no matter what we look like, no matter what we sound like. You can excel, and she performed and excelled in her craft with her hijab on her head, and she was proud, because as a Muslim, with everything that's going on, there's so much racism against them with all that is happening. And I'm very proud of her. She took her stance and she did very well. Congratulations again to a beautiful sister that did her thing at the Olympics. We're very proud of you. And New Jersey's very proud of you. Now, everyone knows Michael Phelps. Michael Phelps is an amazing swimmer, and he just won his 23rd gold medal, and he is now retiring. And it is just a beautiful story. I watched him in 2012, and it was a beautiful sight to see, and to see him again in 2016. Michael Phelps, you were an example of dedication, of persistence, of just sportsmanship, and you really did your thing, and it was beautiful to watch. Congratulations. And I saw the tears, and they were rightful tears. Those were tears of joy, and it was so beautiful to see. And once again, congratulations. But Michael Phelps is retiring, and I just want you all to know that. Mr. Bolt! All right, please, everyone. Can we please give big ups to the Jamaican runner here that always manages to make his gold and put up his famous... He's the best. Every time this man wins, he just has a way of just, entertaining the crowd. And, once again, the crowd could not wait to see his famous pose when he won his gold. And he is also another one that we will be missing, because he is retiring as well after this Olympic. Mr. Bolt, congratulations for all your success and all your achievements. We love you. We enjoyed watching you. We enjoyed your savoir-faire. We enjoyed your je ne sais quoi. We enjoyed it all. You were wonderful to watch. Your personality, your energy was beautiful. You made Jamaica proud, and Jamaicans is really, really out there rooting for you. And he's retiring, and we're going to miss him, Yeah, with his famous pose. We're going to miss him, but he really did his thing. Oh, another thing, because I'm a New Yorker. You hear the accent? I'm from New York. I'm from Brooklyn. Alex Rodriguez, one of New York Yankees, famous New York Yankee, Alejandro Rodriguez has retired. I know a lot of people, especially the Mets fans, please don't send me no hate mail. We know, but I have to report the news, and I just want you all to know Alex Rodriguez has retired. And Alex, you did your thing for New York. You made New York proud. Congratulations. I just had to say that. That's just a side note, because it's what it is. All right. All right, and the gymnastics. I mean, really, I'm a girly girl. It was all about the gymnastics for me. So let me really get down to the bottom of it. Simone Biles, that young girl was amazing. She did her thing. I mean, she really was a phenomenal athlete. I just want you guys to take a look at this beautiful face. Simone, you rocked. You did your thing, and it was beautiful to watch. There is something, though, that I want to comment that was really hard for us to watch during the Olympics. For me, what was difficult was that as Simone did her thing and really thrived and excelled to become one of America's great champion. I mean, they say that she's won the most gold medals as a woman, 3 gold medals in one Olympics. And no one has done that. They've gone back for 2 or 3 Olympics, but in one Olympic, she did her thing and won first 3 gold medals. She is by far they said that she's one of the most, like again, she's 19 years old. She's 19 years old. She's helped the favorite 5. If it wasn't for her, most of them wouldn't even have a medal. And I say this to say that Gabby Douglas was the it girl last year, last Olympic. In 2012, most of you would remember we had the it girl, my favorite, Gabby Douglas. She did her thing. Gabby, you rocked. You did your thing. You were the girl last year. And this year, it was about Simone. And it was really hard to see the way Gabby took it. And don't get me wrong, it was difficult, I'm sure, to watch and to be in competition, because it is competition, it is competitive. And Gabby was competing, to get her gold. So I understand, Gabby, but where was your sportsmanship, for Simone? Simone was excelling, and I'm sure it must have been difficult for you to watch, but I felt as though that was your teammate. That was your partner. You should have been the one rooting for her. That was your sister. You understand? That was someone that you should have ran up to and put your arms around her and hug her and motivate her and inspire her. And it was just so disappointing to see. And it wasn't just me. The world saw it, Gabby. I mean, one lady wrote in the paper, you know what they called her? Crabby Gabby. Bratty Gabby. So you're bratty Gabby and crabby Gabby because, Simone was winning. When it was time to stand up and do the national anthem, everyone had their hand up. Gabby actually put her hand down. And it wasn't in protest of, the Olympics. It wasn't in protest of Black Lives Matter. It wasn't in protest of anything that mattered. It was just because you're a sore loser because Gabby was winning and you weren't. And when it was time and the team stood up on that podium to congratulate Simone, rather, because Simone was winning and Gabby wasn't. When it was time to put Simone up on, when it was time for the team to stand up on that podium to salute and to congratulate Simone, Gabby would not stand up for her. And it was just really heartbreaking for me to watch. And this is something that's dear to my heart that I want to discuss. As Black women, we need to stick together. As Black women, we need to support each other. We are the examples. We are the mothers. When you're walking down the street with your child and you see another Black woman walking past and you don't acknowledge her and you don't say hello to her, that child sees what you're doing and that child grows up to emulate the same thing. And as Black women, we are mothers. We are mothers to all. We have to teach our children how to respect one another, how to treat one another. But Black women are really difficult on each other. And we walk down the street, we don't greet each other, we don't say hello, we don't treat each other with kindness, we don't give each other the support like Gabby didn't do for Simone, the respect that we should have. We are all women, we are all beautiful, we all have different shapes and we come in different sizes, we come in different colors, we have different hair, but we are all beautiful. I love you all, my sisters. I want all of us to try to love all of us. There is no reason not to. There is no reason not to support each other. We are all mothers. We are all women. We are all Black, and we should support each other. Today, when I walk down the street, I'm going to greet every sister that I see. When I walk into a room and I see a room full of sisters, I'm going to say, hello, sisters, how are you? And I hope you join me. Please encourage all of our Black women to support each other, to be kind to each other, show respect to each other. There's no reason why we shouldn't. We haven't done anything to each other. We haven't done anything wrong. It's really sad because we, to me, are the most beautiful women out there. We are the most beautiful mothers out there. There's nothing better and greater than a Black woman. And but Black women sticking together is even more beautiful and even more powerful. And I have a few sisters in my life that I'm grateful to have, and I'm so thankful for them all. And I want to continue to ask for their support, and I want to continue to give my support. But as Black women, we need to support each other. We need to be kind to each other. We need to respect each other. We need to love each other. And I love you, Black woman, and I'm going to say it every day. I love you, Black woman, and I want all of us to love each other. And all I can ask you, my sisters, is to love me back. Don't throw me no shade. Okay? Okay. This is the Disrespectful Lady. Mwah. Hold on. I'm not done yet. And you know, listen, I'm not taking away anything from the hardness of competition. And we're not faulting Gabby. Gabby just gave me a segue to speak about something that's near and dear to my heart. This isn't about Gabby. She's a young woman. She has the right to feel how she feels. Again, what did I say? If we feel a way, express it. She should just have expressed it. Maybe her mother could have been the one to say, hey, you had your turn last Olympic. 4 years ago, it was about you, Gabby. Now it's about Simone. Show Simone some support. You know, she deserved it. She was probably one of the greatest gymnasts that we've ever had. And you know what? She should be recognized. She was probably the greatest gymnast that ever walked. And she's a Black American woman. God bless her. Again, it was just, the Olympics were beautiful. I hope you liked my recap of the Olympic. I couldn't possibly include everyone. I mean, look at Simone Manuel, another Black swimmer that she rocked 4 medals at her first Olympic. She did her thing. I can't possibly include everybody. There were so many people, there were so many highlights, and if I missed something, please comment, send in your comments, send in your posts. Share with me what was your best part about the Olympic. Share with me what was your heartbreaking moment of the Olympic. Share with me what you thought we could do, what you thought was good, what we could change, how can we improve. But I couldn't possibly include anyone. But the Simones rock. Simone Biles, Simone Manuel, and there was also another young lady that took home the first gold medal. Shot put. She was another Black woman that took home a gold medal. But I probably missed a bunch of people. I probably missed a bunch. I wasn't able to. I can't possibly recap the whole Olympic. But this is just my version of what I found to be interesting, what I liked, and what I wanted to give us a platform to talk more about. So please send in your comment. Feel free to let me know. Share with me your experience and your views and your thoughts about the Olympics. One thing that I do want to say is that we learned so much from these Olympians. And I have learned so much from these Olympians, and we all do all the time. They're talented, and no one can say anything about that. And they are incredible to watch. To watch that young lady in that air, Simone spinning, and I think that we can all take a page from what they do. Their hard work, their focus, their dedication each day. This is what gets them to this point. We watch one single event and we're like, wow, this was spectacular, this is amazing. But we forget that it took them years of training, years of dedication, every single day, the focus that it takes, the dedication, the excellence that it takes to get to this point. They didn't just get here overnight. They really showed us, and they show us teamwork, how working together can produce what it did. The Fabulous Five, the gymnastics team, to watch them work together, even Gabby, with the sourness that she had, it was beautiful to watch that team come together. And, the Olympians, they teach us so much, and I just want us all to keep this in mind. And to continue to watch and to see how they do what they do. I want us all to remember everything in life is work. Nothing comes easy. And these Olympians, it looks so easy because we're just watching them do a flip, but they've been training. And we too can focus and train at whatever it is that we want to succeed at and watch it come too. It's not going to be one day. It's hard work. It's every day. And it's the focus and it's the dedication that I want you to have. What's wrong with me as well with me. I have to have it to be here every week for you guys. You know, before we wrap up the day, I have to tell you a little bit about the politics and what's happening in the news. You all know that, yes, I want us to go out and vote. Please do. And Hillary is our only candidate. So if we don't go out and vote for Hillary, we have to settle for Donald Trump. And there's an issue with Hillary, but I have to report the news. The dilemma, again, her husband, Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky. They're saying that because, you know, what happened with him and Monica years ago, if she gets elected as president, they're going to have to watch interns. Bill Clinton had the indiscretion with Monica Lewinsky. They're afraid that when Hillary gets into office, now who's going to watch the interns? Because Bill cannot be trusted with interns, so they say. So they're creating a dilemma. This is just another smoke screen because they do not want us to go out and vote for Hillary. Yeah, I think Bill has changed as a man. He has changed professionally, and he has changed personally. And Bill Clinton has really changed physically. He's not the same hot president that he used to be. And he's a grandfather for now, heaven's sake, guys. So I think his priorities are different. I think he's really into this to come and support his wife. She's going to make an awesome president, the first woman president. I'm looking forward to seeing this. But don't let the smoke screen, you know, distract you. It's all a smoke screen to distract us because he's not the president. She will be the president. She will be making the decisions. So we have to support her. He had his issues in the past. No one's perfect. He made a mistake. He dealt with it. He owned it. We moved on from it. And, you know, it's not fair to hold her accountable for what he's done. This week, the Disrespectful Lady show was all about communication. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen me talking about communication and listening. And I want to just close the show off with that. I spoke a little earlier about owning it. If you make a mistake, if you do something or you say something, own it, say you're sorry, we move on. A huge part of communicating is speaking what you want to say what you mean what you say, and also listening. I find that, especially for me, it's really easy to talk. I love it. I can sit down and talk to you guys for hours because I enjoy talking. It's my gift. It's my talent. I genuinely enjoy talking. One of the things that I've had to work on is listening, and that is a big challenge. You have to be able to listen to be a good communicator. The people that I find that get neglected the most are children. Most of us tend to ignore them because they're so little. It's like, oh, whatever. But no, those are the ones that you have to hear. You have to hear everything that they're saying, and you have to listen very closely to what they are saying. But I am working on it. I urge you to join me on this journey, working on communicating. I want to work on it with you guys. I want you to work on it with me. I want to work on speaking a little bit better, saying what I mean, and meaning what I say, and I want to be able to listen to you all as well. It's a really, really big thing for me, and it's big, you know, to sit there and allow someone to express themselves, and you just listen and take it in, and really let it sink in. We not just sitting there, just they're talking, but hearing what the person is saying. Listening is an art. You have to hear what everyone is saying to you. Allow everyone to express themselves and hear them. Right or wrong, we are all entitled to our feelings. Everything I've said today is just my opinion. It's just my feeling. I thank you for the opportunity for you to allow it. I thank you for the opportunity allowing me to express myself. I thank you for allowing me to express myself and to say the things that I want to say. And thank you guys for listening to me and allowing me to talk and allowing me to do the thing that I love to do. This is the Disrespectful Lady. I'm your host, Dr. J. Wagwan. Mwah.